It's Fully Threaded Radio Special Report.
All right, I'm still here at Fastener Fair, and I happened to run into one of our Canadian friends.
Hans Fuller Metric.
So, do you forgive us? Are you talking to us?
Well, it was really tough to get down here now because they have, like, at the Toronto airport, they have a new little section where basically, they want to make sure you're not smuggling stuff in. So then you got to take your clothes off. You got basic strip search. That's uncomfortable. That delays things. And then I had some Canadian coins in my pocket. So they said, "Where's the smelting on that?" And I wasn't sure. So they charged me 15% on my Canadian coins.
On your tariff.
Tariff. Yeah, tariffed me on the steel on the coins because I couldn't prove where it was smelted. So.
Oh, we're so happy you're here.
Okay. Yeah, I just barely made it. So
He's teasing everybody.
Yes, there's no strip search.
Yeah. So, how has business been? I mean,
well, it's been strange because I think everyone's hanging on. No one knows about tomorrow, so it's not terrible, but everybody is kind of in a weird spot. Who would have thought the good old days were the good old days?
Yes, so true, and so true.
And what would a Fastener show be without a few comments from Hans Fuller Metric? We'll get him on the podcast, hopefully in the near future, to give us some expanded comments. But thanks for showing up this time, Hans. I know it's been not too easy for you. Hey everyone, Eric Dudas with you. Special edition of Fully Threaded Radio. As you know, we always like to do a post-show roundup after the big Fastener events, and Fastener Fair USA took place last week, May 28th and 29th in Nashville, Tennessee. Blanca Delgado is the show director. She told me just this morning that they haven't released the final numbers yet. That'll be coming, so we'll just go without it. You'll hear an interview on today's short podcast wrap-up with Bob Chiricosta from Reed Exhibitions. He hints about what the footprint was this year. Let's just say it this way. It was a big success. I think most people were very satisfied with it. The lovely and talented Lynn Dempsey was out on the floor gathering up interviews and commentary, and I've got 2 bundles of interviews to present to you today. Pretty much I'm going to roll these the way that she did them. There may be 1 or 2 out of sequence, but mostly it was just the way she picked them up. It'll give you a good flavor of what went down this year in Tennessee at Fastener Fair USA. This special report and Fully Threaded Radio is made possible by our title sponsors, Brighton Best International, tested, tried, true, Brighton Best, Goebel Fasteners, quality the first time, Go Goebel, and Star Stainless. Right off the shelf, it's Star. Fully Threaded is also sponsored by Buckeye Fasteners and the Ohio Nut and Bolt Company, BTM Manufacturing, Eurolink Fastener Supply Service, Fastener Technology International, InSequel Software, GHIII Franco, MW Components, Solution Industries, Volt Industrial Plastics, and Worth Industry USA. Most of our partners were out there exhibiting this time, and the few that weren't had a presence out there, but the action was so fast, I don't think I had a chance to talk to everybody. Every time I went over to say hi to Jason over at GHIII Franco, for example, he was busy working with people who'd stopped by the booth. I saw Vince from Worth and a couple other Worth people out there, but again, ships passing in the night. Anyway, it was that kind of show. Let's jump right into these floor interviews. Hope you enjoy, and thanks for listening.
All right, Fastener Fair has just started. It's real early in the morning, and I have grabbed.
This is Bob Baer from Abbott Interfast.
So, how was the wait outside? Was there crowds getting in?
Not too bad, actually. Got here a little bit early to do some last-minute changes to our booth, but definitely was starting to fill up. And looks like the show's started. The aisles are crowded. It looks pretty robust, and very excited about today's show.
And Eric was very excited because it's fully carpeted.
It is fully carpeted. And the nice thing about it is there's a defining line between our show and the aluminum show. The carpet color changes. I already noticed that.
I didn't know that. What color carpet do they have?
I don't remember, a gray or a blue, but there's definitely a dividing line, which is nice. So you know where you're at all times.
That's true. And this morning we had coffee. so we're all kind of perky.
Yeah, you have to admire a show that lets you avoid the Starbucks line in the morning.
Oh, this is absolutely true. All right, so it's too early to kind of say how's the show because it's just opening up. Let's go to business.
Yeah.
How is business?
Business is a little off. I think that's the case across the board. Today's a nice break from tariff hell. We're all in it. We've been in it. It gets better. It gets worse. It just depends on the day and Trump's mood. So, getting through it and talking to people today and finding out possibly what strategies they're using, what they're doing with their customers and suppliers. It's going to be nice to talk to other people about it. But I expect it not to last, and we expect business to pick up. We're pretty busy. We actually started cold forming domestic nuts, and so we've been slammed with requests for quotes and orders, which is great. And we're hoping to expand that if Mr. President will drop the tariffs on equipment coming in as well.
Yes, I'm anxious to hear what everybody has to say about the tariffs. Let's talk one more big thing that business has had to deal with, cybersecurity. Have you had any trouble?
We have a pretty good IT team, and I am not knee-deep in any of that, except to know that we've been okay. We haven't been hacked. I think we're pretty protective. We have employees around the nation, and they connect every day. I think we're pretty secure.
Well, I'll have to come over and see the booth. I'll have to go over and check aluminum's different color of carpet. And we'll see you for coffee.
Okay, great. Well, if you look for our booth, you have to look for Abbott Metalworks, which is our manufacturing division, not Abbott Interfast, the distributor.
Well, it's funny that you should say that because we were just having a big fight about that. Brian's like, look at Abbott Interfast. And I said, no, there's only an Abbott Works in the directory.
Yes. Yes. We have a number of companies at our address in Wheeling, Illinois at headquarters, but that is our manufacturing division. We actually have been manufacturing for decades. CNC, screw machine assembly, and now we're cold forming nuts. Very proud of it.
All right. Well, then I'm going to definitely get over there and see the manufacturing side of your business.
Okay. Appreciate it. And thanks for the interview.
Thank you. Okay, I'm over here at Fastener Fair, and I just went to the first lecture, and the lecture was about alloys and stuff. It was way over my head, but I did find someone who could explain it. This is
Bala from SOF. And the lecture was on Carlo Salvi, who's owned by Heidelberg in Basel. And so Carlo Salvi, they've been in business since 1939. What they really focus on are machines that create fasteners that primarily have warming and cooling capabilities, which sell into quite a bit of the aerospace industry, just because that specific ability to be able to warm metals and parts to a degree where their technical capabilities aren't lost is extremely important and also extremely hard to do. What they talked about for the most part is a new kind of machine that they have that does 2 dies and 4 blows, which helps run production cheaper and produce a lot more at once compared to the traditional 1 die and 2 blows, ultimately just making production more efficient.
And why is that important to your company?
Yeah, why that's important to my company, at least for SOF. What SOF does is automating quoting for a good amount of companies that sell into the aerospace industry. And what we tend to understand here is that the projects that aerospace companies are sending to suppliers and to distributors and to people they procure machines for, they're a lot more in depth at once. And so what that means is getting quotes correct, getting specific machining and tooling correct on the first try in terms of understanding what your production run needs for an accurate invoice and for better financials is done sooner.
Well, I'm so happy I ran into you, and you explained it beautifully. And Federico had a great Italian accent, wouldn't you say?
He definitely did.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm over here at Alloyed and Stainless Fasteners with
Lewis, Speedon, Houston, Texas.
All right, and so what do you think?
The show is great. Actually, we have a lot of traffic coming through here for the first day. Looking forward to more, but basically everybody just knows Alloy and Stainless Fasteners. They just want to assure that Alloy and Stainless Fasteners is here for the long run, and we will continue to be for the long run, and to make fasteners great again.
All right, and for the long run, and you guys are confident on that?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Very. I mean, we have a branch in Houston, Telford, Pennsylvania, Portland, Oregon, and one in California. And we service all branches. We actually have a global division as well that services the world besides the United States.
Is everybody worried that you're not going to be around because of things going on now?
The tariffs? No. That's just for the probably the newcomers, probably the new bolt nut companies. But there's ways around it. I mean, everybody's moving away from China, as us as well. So there's other countries out there that we do import. But 80% of our products are made locally and domestic, from domestic melt manufacture. So I would say anything from the stainless to the alloys to the B16s, it's definitely made in America.
All right. So what do you think is going to be your number one that you're going to have to worry about this year?
Probably prices, the stainless, because stainless is so up and down right now. You never know what the market is going to do. So you always got to be one step ahead as far as stainless. And nickel is a key component of stainless. So if you can get your hands on the nickel is what's going to drive the stainless market. I mean, nickel is, like I said, in stainless. It's everywhere.
Is there a big nickel mines in Ukraine?
Probably not so much no more, obviously. Okay. But, yeah, nickel, 410 stainless, yeah, but not no more. Well, of course, we're done with Russia. We're done with Ukraine. We're not doing anything with those two and China. So
wow, it's like what's next, right? who's left?
Exactly. So
appreciate you. Thank you. All right, I'm here with one of our good friends,
Nick Penny with Vogelsang Fastener Solutions.
And wow, the weight loss, you look great.
Well, thank you very much. Been working at it a little over a year, so slow but sure.
Yeah. Well, it shows, so that's great. All right, so what do you want to talk about? What's happening over there?
Well, right now the market is very mixed what's happening on out there. We have different industries that are doing extremely well, and we have other ones that are not. Right now we have tariffs that are causing some issues, and we have decided to split the costs with the tariffs with our customers. We're passing some of that along, but we actually have problems because we have 3 different tariff amounts on the same part that came in on just different weeks, which has caused a lot of confusion because our product that we bring in comes from Europe, which is at 25%.
Oh, that could just be a nightmare.
It makes it very confusing. And it's also something we're trying to make not be by the price. We're actually doing it as a separate item that's showing after it. It's showing as a tax. So we actually had to get programming done for our computer system on that. And that way the people know what their piece price is so that when this finally goes away and settles down, they'll know where they were at.
Do you find customers waiting, hoping that the tariff thing goes away, that maybe they can work without the product?
There are very few customers right now who are waiting, actually. The customers who need the product are, the biggest impact we've had is that some of our product goes directly into Canada. And right now we're actually eliminating it coming into the States at all. So we are actually losing the dollars out of the United States and having it directly shipped from Germany into Canada into Mexico.
Wow. Now, the FDI in April was 47.6. All right. Do you think that was a knee-jerk reaction to what's going on, or do you think that's kind of telling what's going to happen in the future?
I think that was a knee-jerk reaction. I really think the market is actually showing that it's actually getting stronger. There has been a rebound from the election that we expected to see. And I think if we start getting certain areas of the commodity prices in line, I know that will help in certain areas out there. So I do believe that there's some positives that are going to come out of all this. I think it's going to be an up and down road while we get there.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's talk about where we are now. How do you like the show?
Fastener Fair so far this morning has been outstanding. I mean, this has probably been the most solid, high-volume leads that we have gotten at a show in my Fastener time.
Really? Well, how great. We've had great turnout. You know, you're over here in 200 and we're in 300, and yeah, it was very busy this morning.
We have customers coming here with specific parts, specific prints, and quantities. So this has been very, very successful. And as we're showing here at this show, we specifically try to promote our specials and our engineered products. And those are the products that the customers are coming through with.
Well, that's great to hear. So thank you for talking.
You're welcome. Enjoy your day.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
You too. All right. I ran into
Brianna Rodriguez,
Travis Hawk,
Hodel Natko,
and they attended Fastener 101. So tell me about the class.
It was fantastic. Lawrence Klaus was the instructor, yeah. And he did fantastic. He had real-world examples that really put it into perspective.
A lot of the things he brought up were really engaging and more intuitive questions that actually make you think about, outside of just a bolt or what kind of bolt it is. It actually got you thinking about, the physics of it, torsion versus torque, stuff like that, where it actually, instead of just like, A30 or A307, it's like, oh no, what is this going to do in the real world once it's applied, So bringing the real world to theory.
So tell me, how many years in the fastener industry do you guys have?
I myself have 4.5.
I have 5.
All right, so did you go to class thinking they're not going to tell me anything that I don't know? Did you guys have that attitude? What do you know?
Not really. I mean, all these classes, you're always going to come away with something new, whether it's a new perspective on a certain issue or so. Like, I had a Carmen class a year ago, and that was complete, full new education. A lot of things that I didn't get technical details on. This one with Lawrence was more thinking outside of the box, on the day-to-day with working with fasteners. It just kind of makes you more fluid and flexible with it.
Yeah, I'm always going to learn something anywhere I go, and it was really nice getting to learn from Lawrence himself. Yeah.
So are you guys going to go back to work and say, I went to class? 101?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, walking the show, I see a big bag of giveaways here. What's the best giveaway?
Ooh, okay. Let's run down.
I got a race car toy. That was fun. Continental Arrow. Yeah.
I'm a little biased. I'm a BBI fanboy, so I got a hat. I'm pretty happy with that, but, I could be swayed. We still got half the show to go.
Yeah.
All right. You guys find more, come and let me know, because I'm walking the show all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm over here at the Eurolink booth, and I'm here with
Josh Winkler.
And Josh is going to walk me through Tariff 101.
So I'll give it my best shot. So there's a lot of things that goes in with tariff, especially this year. Trump's put a lot of different things in place. But for those that didn't know, each different fastener has its own HTC code, its own duty that's applied to it. So a dowel pin, for instance, has 2.8% duties. A 8mm hex head cap screw has 8.5% duties. Nuts and washers are free. Machine screws are free. So depending on the type of fastener that you're importing, it has a different duty rate. On top of that, Trump has put 25% from any country that you import from other than China and Turkey. Turkey currently has a 50% duty rate plus the normal rate, and Chinese goods has 77.5% plus the normal duty rate. So all of that is factored into anything that anybody's importing. There's no way of getting around it. Whether a customer's importing it directly themselves, they're paying that. If they buy it from us, our quotes and orders, they always include all freight taxes and duties from Europe to our door. So the price that they see, the price you pay. There's no hidden fees, no hidden charges. So it's pretty interesting. A lot of stuff to know, but I've been doing it for 10 years now, and it's just ingrained in my head, all those different percents and what they are.
Well, thank you very much there. And we hear the 1:30 session here. So, thanks, Josh.
Yep, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Lonnie Kiefer from SmartCert.
So what's happening at SmartCert?
This has been a great breakout year for us in aerospace. Moving beyond fasteners, the vision of expanding supply chains has always been a part of our roadmap, and we've had a lot of enthusiasm around traceability, which comes with all the data we're collecting, and really trying to add some security to supply chains, including the fastener industry.
They said in Material Institute, Handling Institute, was talking about cybersecurity is really big. Do you find that to be true?
I think that people are trying to find ways to avoid getting hacked and create more security around proprietary information. I think looking at CMMC requirements, if you're working with the DoD, also falls in line with just shoring up how you're storing information. And I think it's a pretty critical piece of protecting yourself and reducing your risk.
What about natural disasters? Do you guys have to worry about that at all? with your certificates?
That's a really good question. We talk a lot about the risk of holding tons of filing cabinets of paper, like the fire hazard that creates, not only in the space you have to pay for. But I think, as far as partnering with Microsoft, we have a lot of confidence in our partner and our security and where we're storing our data. But I think as the years go by, that'll be a bigger part of the conversation.
You guys don't have anything to do with tariffs now. Do you have to worry about that on your certificates?
We've had a lot of companies reach out to us with interest in using the data. So if they're receiving certs in from suppliers and they want to understand country of origin or want to kind of dig into understanding their tariffs, a lot of our data as we are receiving in documents could help, provide a lot more visibility to that. But that's really to the extent that we've had conversations.
Well, Josh from Eurolink gave me a Tariff 101 class, and boy, you should be like doing a little happy dance.
I think we are just starting to see a lot of the challenges that's going to present to the industry, but hopefully it will be temporary.
Yes, that's what we're all hoping. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with John Butler from Martin, and he's going to tell me how to use that Skidmore machine.
Oh, well, thanks for putting me on the spot there, Lynn. I appreciate it. Great to see you here. It was fantastic watching Carmen up there and describing using the Skidmore Wilhelm. One thing I looked at and thought about was the lubrication, and they were talking about how it varies. The amount of torque that is applied, that you need to apply, depends on the lubrication. So one of the main points that they talked about was that on the job site, the barrels need to be sealed or put into a container so that the bolts don't rust themselves, because that, of course, will change the amount of torque that you need to apply. And it shouldn't have been called tension. It's the torque that's applied. So it was a very good session, shall we say, and there was probably about 30 people here, so it was well attended and great information always out of Carmen. And it's always great to see Fully Threaded Radio here.
I know it, isn't it? How about it? Yes.
Because we have solutions.
That is true.
Oh, was Darlene up there the next from Solution Industries? Yes, I think she was.
I got to get over there. Now, tell me what's happening at Martin.
At Martin, we are expanding. So there are some new product lines that I have been tasked to bring out, which I will be releasing shortly within the next month, I would say, and I'll come on the podcast and talk about that. But it's always great when a company believes that you can be a true asset, and Martin is a great place for someone of my skills, limited as they are. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But Martin is a great company to work for, and we have about 30 locations throughout the United States and 5 fastener locations now. We've expanded.
Sounds pretty good. So you're just walking the show? You used to be really good on giveaways, and I don't see any bag.
I'm an old bag. No, I'm actually here because I want to touch base with a lot of distributors for my new product line that we'll be bringing out. But also we can get into the aluminum show here. They've partnered with them. And as I was walking through, there's also a inland marine expo that is here as well. And I saw that downstairs, and I was talking with them about it and what type of people that they attract. And they are actually allowing us to go in there tomorrow with our current badges in order to walk that show as well. So we actually have 3 shows here. So that's fantastic. Great return on investment.
All right, I'm over here with our Buckeye Fastener friends, and I'm with
Rich Kogelik.
What'd you guys do last night?
We walked Broadway. We went to several different establishments. We had dinner at one of the fabulous barbecue places. It was so good. I love Tennessee. It's my first time that I've been here. Never been on Broadway, so there's every kind of music possible that you could imagine. And we had a really good time. See a lot of fastener people out there, so everyone's enjoying themselves.
Do you remember the barbecue place? We went to Puckett's.
We went to... You put me on the spot. I don't remember the name of the barbecue joint. So yeah.
All right. So, first day of the show.
First day of the show went really well this morning. We had a lot of people that were coming through. New people trying to sell you things, and us trying to sell other people things. So a little bit of everything here.
Tell me about DieCore.
DieCore is one of the Fastener Industries' newest subsidiaries. They handle our nut retainers, U-nut, J-nuts, Buckeye Fasteners. We're the distributor. We do the weld fasteners. We're under the Fastener Industries umbrella. And they're new to the company. They're trying to get their foothold in the business and try and stay with us and help distribute our parts as well.
You guys ever see Larry?
Oh yeah, we see Larry all the time. He's still involved. He pokes his head in now and again. I believe he just had his third grandchild, so he's a grandpa.
All right. And how come Tony's not here? Where's Tony?
Tony actually just had his second child less than a week ago. So he had another little baby boy, so he decided to stay home with mom and help take care of the new arrival.
And that was good for you, Tony. That will get you points.
Yeah. Tony's a great guy. He's got a bright future ahead of him. So a lot of family in the company. Tony's actually my cousin as well. So our grandfathers were, his great-grandfather and my grandfather were brothers. So he's got a lot of family in Fastener Industries. My father actually retired from this company as well. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really great. You just don't hear about a lot of family companies.
You don't hear a lot of, people staying. I personally have been here 38 years myself. My dad was 36 years. There's a lot of longevity in the company.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
How'd your dad feel that you went more years than him?
Well, I unfortunately he passed away, so I didn't have a chance to ask him, but I'm sure he's proud.
Well, see, he would have still been working.
I know, right?
Thanks for talking.
Oh, Lynn, thank you for talking to me. Have a great show.
Boris Elbaum, Mr. Washerman, located at Houston, Texas.
And Boris here has a different opinion about tariffs. Tell me about it.
I think it's going to be very good for American manufacturers because it will level out business field for manufacturers. So we wouldn't be choked by influence of China, of communist China, and other countries who subsidize manufacturing in their country.
Now, Boris, does Mr. Washerman, you're a manufacturer.
Correct.
Where do you get your raw materials?
We're buying raw materials from American distributors. And we don't see any increases or anything which would kind of alert us, I guess, I should say. So far everything is fine. And I don't really see, and I don't expect to see any serious problem for American manufacturers.
But you are worried about communism and America, right?
That's correct. We move our company out of California because California become very communistic place. It's become overly controlling. Well, it's not the right word. California tried to control the people, and California worked against of the free market and against of free will of the people, and that's very bad.
And that's why you took the company and your family and everything, and you moved over to Houston, Texas.
That's exactly right. That's absolutely correct.
And you did that 4 years ago?
We did this in 2021.
So how's Houston treating you?
Excellently. Houston is great. Texas is great. It's great to be back to America. And need to say, when I just came to America in 1989, California was pretty much America. Not the most conservative one, but pretty decent one. It took only 30 years to completely fall down, to become basically a communistic enclave. And it's a short time span.
Guess that is. All right. Now, let's direct our attention to the show. Are you having a good one?
We're definitely having a good one. We communicate with new people, we communicate with our existing customers, and the most important thing, we enjoy that. Because by enjoying that, you bring business. If you don't enjoy your business, if you don't enjoy your customers, nobody gonna come to you. That's the only one thing. People not buying from you because you want them to buy. people buying from you because they remember at the right moment that there is such a guy who can do this for you. And that's what the show for you to make an impression.
And that's true.
That's the only one way.
And they also give chocolate, which is an added thing.
And the chocolate is it's a small pieces of our heart packed as a chocolate candy.
Oh, Boris. All right, we're ending it there. Thanks, Boris.
Well, Boris from Mr. Washerman is a smooth operator. Always fun to talk to him. And I tell you, we were neighbors of his 1 year, and those chocolates sure are good. Piece of his heart? Well, I kind of believe it. He and his wife are sweet people. Although we were giving out Vegemite again this year at the FCH booth, so what does that say about us? I don't know. Although one of our neighbors this year was Bill from Loss Prevention Fasteners, and right before the show opened on day one, Brian walked over there with a sample, and Bill just snarfed it down right out of the package, so there are at least a few Vegemite lovers out there in the fastener industry. Lynn covered a lot of ground on day one, but not as much as on day two, and I've got most of the interviews that she picked up the next day, as I'll play in just a moment. We'll kick this one off with Bob Chiricosta's comments. Now, he is the former director of the show. You might remember he announced his retirement, but he was back on the show floor this year. A lot of people were glad to see he's doing some consulting work for Reed, and it was very nice to see him. So we'll kick off the second package with him. After day one, you'll hear some references to the party. I'll tell you, it was 3 stories of music and jammed nightlife activity that many people I heard likening to the old Columbus days. If you've been around the industry for a while, or if you've heard the legends, I caught the tail end of the Columbus shows, and I'd have to say that I agree. Fastener Fair this year really struck that chord. I think a lot of people appreciated it. I tell you, if you know how to work a floor, you could have covered a lot of ground that night, even though it was super crowded. And a lot of people did. One guy who's been making a huge networking splash in the industry the last few years, if you're on LinkedIn or other social media platforms, you know this, it's Anders Green with ALOX 4. He caught up with me on the 3rd floor and involved me in this impromptu LinkedIn thing. I didn't even know what it was. They shot a little video, and I got a few comments on that. That was fun. Thank you, Anders. As with a lot of this stuff, I don't know if it helps our sales at all, but man, it's fun. And hopefully you find this episode of Fully Threaded Radio fun. Brian, Lynn, and I appreciate you listening in, and we appreciate it when you get out to the FCH Sourcing Network at fastenersclearinghouse.com. We're doing what we can to help out where we can as the tariff situation impinges on the supply chain. Something north of 1.7 million listings out there these days. Get out to fastenersclearinghouse.com. Now we'll get back to the action on day 2. Actually, I said we're going to start with Bob Chiricosta. We'll start off with Brian and Lynn. They crept onto the floor early, as you'll hear in a moment. Then we'll play that one with Bob.
All right, it's the start of day 2, and I'm walking with that Brian Musker.
Same one, yeah.
And
right.
We are like alone almost in the hall. Yeah. And so you can just see everything. When you set up, and when there's so many people in here, you just can't see how great the booths look and everything. Right. So we're walking down our aisle, and we've got Buckeye at the cornerstone and stuff. Our red carpeting.
And the very well-organized Eurolink booth with great big green stripe right across the top of it.
Yes, and it's quiet and just kind of wonderful on the second day. I'm going to run over to Nascar. Come on, Brian.
The calm before the storm.
We're going to go over to Nascar, and hopefully I can sit in it. We'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody's guarding it. I won't be able to drive it, but I'll sit in it. Up this way. All right, here we go. So it seems like a smaller show, but I don't know. We've got a lot of booths close together where I think we're usually spaced out. We've got different colors. It's the red color for the public in Fastener Fair, and then it's green when you get into the aluminum people, which I'll be checking them out later. Oh, there's the car. Number 1. I guess we're going to find out if they have locks on. And we thank Craig for letting us, for bringing this to us, being a sponsor for it. So we made it to the car, and it's not locked, so there are no locks, and I was able to sit in it. Brian took so long to get the camera out, but I do have a picture. I might post it on LinkedIn, so stay tuned. So we're here over at Aluminum because they have the coffee. Hopefully they don't mind sharing with us. Yeah, hopefully they don't mind sharing with us. Boy, this is pretty big out here. Aluminum's pretty big.
It's bigger than the fasteners.
I don't think it's bigger than the fasteners, but it's big. Wow. I'll have to hang out around here. The Irwin Car and Equipment. All right, I finally found him to find out all about the statistics and everything with Fastener Fair. I found
Bob Chiricosta. Hi, everyone.
All right, so tell me, I think it's been a great show. Has it been a great show?
Well, day one was yesterday. We've started day two this morning. Day one was an unbelievable day. We had the most attendance we've ever had. And the show this year has more American exhibitors, more USA-based exhibitors than we've ever had before. Our Asian exhibitors were down a little bit from in the past, mostly due to tariffs and things. But the U.S. exhibitors, every year there's more and more, and the show keeps getting bigger.
Everyone's raved about the party last night. You want to tell me more about it? I'm sorry, I kind of missed it.
Sure. We're kind of known for our parties. We've always had really good parties, and we know the fastener industry loves to network and get together and have a good time and have a drink or two. And this year we were at a place downtown Nashville called Honky Tonk Central, and we rented the entire building, which is 3 floors. So we had 3 floors of activities going on, 3 different bands, one on each floor. The first floor band, when you walked in, was more of a rock and roll band. The second band was country music band. They had some brass in there too. I love the saxophone and all that. That was really good. And the top floor had another band, and they were more acoustic, so it was a little quieter up there. Place was packed. We had over 700 people, almost 800 people came to the party, and I've had reports all day, one of the best parties ever, or the best party ever. It was terrific. So I think it worked out well. Everyone had a really good time.
And what about NASCAR here? Oh, I had fun talking to the guy that was there. I didn't know the person who came in number 1. We have to find out what company that was.
Yeah, I don't know who won, but it was a sponsorship by Eurolink. And what a great sponsorship. It was a NASCAR simulation. You got to go in and actually drive the car, and you're looking at a video screen, but you're in a car, and you're driving on the course. And they gave away tickets to a NASCAR event for people with the fastest time driving this course. And it was a great sponsorship. You know, they had this neat-looking car there, and it was a great one for Eurolink. And it's kind of promoting next year we're going to be in Charlotte, which is kind of the home of NASCAR in the U.S. So that was one of the reasons of tying it together.
Now, I've heard from being on the floor, IFE is all of a sudden it's going to be the last time they're in Vegas this year, and I think next Phoenix. Any thoughts about that?
Who's that now? I don't think I know them. You know, I did hear that they're looking at Phoenix, you know, and well, so many people have said to us, we love that you move, because every time we go to a different city, our attendance changes. We get different people. They say when they're in Las Vegas year after year after year, they see the same old people year after year after year. They come to our show, they meet different people, you know. One guy told me, he says, I've been in the business 30 years. I said, I met a guy, he came into my booth. He's been in the business 30 years. I didn't know him. He didn't know me. And now he's buying from me. He said, this is a great show. He says, I get to meet new people and get new customers here. So that's why we move. And I think Las Vegas figured that out. You know, they've kind of come around.
They saw your business model and said, oh, they're very successful.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I don't know if Phoenix is the best place, but that's I think where they're planning to go. We're excited. Next year we're going to be in Charlotte, and we're really excited about Charlotte. We're supposed to be there in 2020, but because of the pandemic, we had to cancel the show. We didn't have a 2020 show. That's the only year we haven't had a show since we launched back in 2018. And we've been wanting to get back to Charlotte, and finally next year we're able to. So we're really looking forward to Charlotte next year, and by all accounts, everybody I'm talking to is saying, yeah, we're going to be there. We're going to be there. We're excited about going to Charlotte. We also had another record yesterday. On the first day of the show, we had 7,000 square feet signed up for the next show for Charlotte. These are people who are here this year and immediately wanted to sign up for next year. We had a really strong day yesterday, lots of visitors and record sign-ups for the next show. And today there was a line of people signing up for booths for next year as well. So I think it's going to be a good year again next year.
Yeah. Bob, aren't you retired?
Well, yeah, I retired last year. And Blanca Delgado is now the show director. She's doing a fantastic job, doing a lot of the things I always wanted to do, and she's getting around to doing them and taking the show to another level and continuing the growth year after year. And I'm still around. They asked me to help out on a few different things. I was recently at the CIFA conference down in Tampa, and I'm here at the show this year. And I continue to help them out whenever they need someone to do something for them. But the show is in very good hands with the staff they have now, and they've improved the marketing staff, they've improved the operational staff, and I believe the show is going to continue to grow, and hopefully I'll help them along the way when I can.
You know what you're doing. So again, congratulations on a great show.
Thank you very much, and we'll hope to see everyone over in Charlotte next year.
I'm over here with Eurolink's better half. Happy 25 years and NASCAR's sponsor here. And I'm with
Kim Penland. I'm in HR with Eurolink, and I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be able to celebrate our 25th anniversary here at Fastener Fair.
And in a new booth, which looks spectacular.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that was Craig. He had the vision, and we were able to find a team to see that vision come to life. And I'm just glad it turned out as well as we'd hoped, and actually even better.
Now, you must have had a lot of people coming by for stamps, because you have to, for the sponsors, there are two, one on the aluminum side and one on the fastener side. And they have to get their stamp in order to drive that simulator. And I think the NASCAR guy that I was talking to, he said there was over 500 drives. You saw a lot of people.
We have seen a lot of people, and I think yesterday, by the time we had gotten over there, he said, yeah, it was over 500 to 600 at that point, and they were anticipating just as much today. And I think it's just a fun way to engage people and really get them interested not only in our show, but also the aluminum, the partnership that's going on there. And everybody seems to be having a blast with it. I know our guys from our booth, they had their turn as well. And one of our inside sales, well, actually, it was Josh, our inside sales manager. He tied with another gentleman for the tie score of the day yesterday.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be fair for me to ask you how the fair's going, how Fastener Fair's going, because you've seen over 500 people. They all had to come and get a stamp. So everybody think about that. That's a good way to draw them in. But how has the fair been?
It's been wonderful. Yesterday morning started out strong from the very beginning. We've had the opportunity to talk to some folks that we've not met before. Even for those that are not necessarily that we're not necessarily a good fit for, we've had some really good conversations about how we can partner up and offer up resources to each other or be a resource for another company. And I'm having a blast and meeting new people.
Now let's talk about Craig's award from the coalition.
Yeah, it was the social media award. This is the first one they've offered. Craig and I know I was tickled, and he was just shocked, I think, that they even thought of him for this. And what a blessing that we've had apparently somewhat of an impact, or Craig's had an impact. I do say we because somehow I end up in a lot of these blogs too, and I'm not sure how that happens, but it does. But I think Craig's creativity and having fun with this and trying to contribute to the industry, but give something that people can relate to. It's just fun to see that resonate with folks to the point that they wanted to give him an award. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses moving forward, and who's going to get the award next and how they're going to do this process.
Maybe we'll have social media wars or something, right? See who can outdo each other. All right. Guess who came to visit?
Baron Yarbrough with KT Bolt Manufacturing.
So what's happening over there?
Man, we're doing good. Bookings are up. We've already done the hard part, which is sell it. Now we just got to make it and ship it out the door. So always good stuff.
And there's not a big shoe thrown in there called tear-offs?
Well, fully domestic steel, fully domestic manufacturing. It's a good life for me. I know it hurts some people, but it's a good life for me right now.
Oh, so you guys are like doing a little happy dance.
Maybe in, closed doors. Yeah. We're not promoting it too much. We don't want everyone else to feel bad.
Now, I remember reading in Link, you guys did an acquisition.
Yeah, Anchor Bolt in the Midland, Odessa area. I think half the Birmingham team watched Landman, so we decided we needed to get a location out there. So we got with the Anderson guys, and now we have Anchor Bolt out that way.
Oh, that's great. What are you doing tonight?
I haven't decided yet. Probably going to the party a little bit, and then see what the night might bring.
Music all around us, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
It's second day, and I've ambushed.
How you doing?
Okay.
Mike Robinson with LSG.
All right, Mike. Tell us about your new promotion.
Oh, so I'm the general manager of our Solution Industries, GHIII Fastener, and Merco Tape divisions.
All right. Do you want to talk about tariffs early in the morning?
It's a little early. I didn't read the news today, so I'm not sure if anything new has happened. There's a chance it has, so mum's the word for right now.
So let's talk about the show.
The first day was great. We had a lot of traffic through our booth. We were busy the whole time, so a lot of good conversations, a lot of good customers, and all our fastener friends are here, so it's a good day.
What's the biggest challenge that you have right now as being the new guy at Solution?
I'm just getting used to some of the people, and but at the end of the day, they're fasteners, so we're all fastener nerds at one point in time, so fasteners are fasteners, so we love it all.
Do you miss stainless steel?
We still get to do different patch platings and on stainless, so it's not completely out of my life.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, it's early morning on day 2, and I happen to run into
Anders Green.
I'm Brian Jones, American Ring.
American Ring. All right, and I understand you two fellas went to the after party over at Honky Tonk.
That's right. I saw Brian over there. I think on the 3rd floor, there were 3 floors of activities, different bands on every floor. Where did I run into you, Ryan?
It would have been on the 2nd floor. I was on my way back from getting drinks, and we took a selfie together.
Okay. All right. So, fellas, describe the party.
Okay, it was absolutely packed. Like he said, there were 3 floors, and every single floor was full of people. There honestly seemed like there was more people there than there were here.
It was an amazing quantity. It's just fantastic that they stuffed so many people in such a space. I think it's kind of a legendary bar, and I think the Fastener Fair really brings that energy of having a big celebration of the community. And so a really good work there.
And it's the fastener industry that they would be really at a big party. Does not surprise me at all.
Well attended, and it was a great venue for it too. It was awesome.
So was it loud? Brian, you can't see Brian, but Brian's on the younger set. So was it loud?
Oh, it was very loud. Yeah, even to my, nascent ears. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, there's a lot of volume and a lot of cowboy hats and cowboy boots. So it worked. Yeah, I had my cowboy hat on. I mean, it's Nashville. You got to come prepared for how you're going to party.
Did you have a cowboy hat on?
No, I did not. No, it was all imaginary. It was in my head. It was more of a vibe than a physical attire.
Is this your first show?
My first Fastener Fair? No. I've been to a couple of the Cleveland ones because obviously we're in the area, and then we've been to this one before. Yeah.
Then you should have brought a cowboy hat.
I know. There's only so much space.
So, Brian, you're with American Ring. What kind of stuff do you guys do?
We manufacture and distribute retaining rings, snap rings, Belleville disc rings, pins, that sort of stuff. So non-threaded fasteners.
But that's not what you guys are noted for. What are you guys noted for?
Golf?
Yeah,
not so much me, but yes, a lot of our other sales folks and our ownership is very proud of their golf prowess. So yeah,
be proud of that. You guys shake everybody. Oh, American Rings in the golf tournament.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I don't know. Yeah. But it's not me, but some of them are pretty decent. Yeah.
Business is done with people that you know, and so that's a pretty legit way to make sure you come into contact with quality people. I think American Ring does a great job there.
Yeah. That's true.
Thank you, Anders.
Thanks so much, Lynn.
Thanks. It is Meet the Neighbors, and we're on day 2, and it's still kind of early. That's why you don't hear a lot of background noise, but here's our next door neighbors.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and all time zones not yet complimented. Bill from Loss Prevention Fasteners, having a great time, and thank you very much for the Vegemite.
Oh, you're welcome.
My name's Kevin Brown. I'm with Ultra Fasteners USA. And once again, loved the Vegemite and love Fasteners Clearinghouse.
Wonderful. Now, I know you're a full-time listener to Fully Threaded Radio. So Eric and Brian, thank you on that. Tell me a little bit about your business here.
Loss Prevention Fasteners is, we sell anti-theft screws, nuts, and bolts, anchors, Penta products, breakaway nuts, breakaway bolts, shear nuts, shear bolts, anything to prevent theft and tampering.
I mainly focus on made in USA, domestic products, made in North America, metal from North America, metal from the USA. Anything made in the USA works for me, and hopefully I can help you guys. And I'm in the non-security division. I deal with everything that is standard and regular type fasteners.
Okay, great. Now, I just want to ask you guys, loss prevention, you're right next door to us. What happened to our cups? I'm kidding. They're not the same. Thank you for being great neighbors. All right, we're still meeting the neighbors, and one of our neighbors is?
Hi, this is Jake Comparis with GHIII.
All right, and what does GHIII do?
So we are a global factory automation company. We have various different product lines, and at this show specifically, we brought our automated optical comparator to show off.
And have you been showing it off?
Yes, customers love it. People stopping by, they're interested in it because it can take your measurements really quickly. In about 3 seconds, you'll get a measurement accurate to 2 micron.
Is it first show for any of you? Yes.
Yeah, so funny enough, this is actually going to be our first show at Fastener Fair. We had a great turnout, so we might be coming back next year.
Bob will love to hear that. All right, thank you. All right, it's day 2, and I'm over here on the green carpet, the aluminum side. All right, and I searched and I found
Plybrico, and my name is Pamela Gall. I'm the Director of Marketing for the Plybrico Company.
How's the show going for you guys?
It's going really well. It's nice to see friendly faces. It's nice to reconnect with people that we deal with and see out in the marketplace, but don't always physically see them, right? Sometimes we're just talking on the phone or connecting through email. So it's nice to put names with faces and humanly connect.
And you also have the distinction of being co-sponsors with Eurolink on the NASCAR simulator. How'd that happen?
Yeah, really excited about that. I actually just came across that as one of the sponsorships, and we were really excited to see that. It's been a wonderful kind of traffic driver for us. We've been able to see more faces because people stop by to get stamps and are excited to try the simulator. And it's the added bonus of the 2 free tickets to NASCAR if they're the fastest lap. So a lot of people are really excited about that as well.
I know. I have to stop over at NASCAR. He's searching for the winner of yesterday's fastest lap.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now, I know nothing about aluminum. What does your company do?
Okay. Well, we're actually a refractory company. So we manufacture and service refractories that are used in the processing of aluminum. What refractories do is basically keep the molten metal hot and keep people safe on the outside. So the heat stays in and everybody stays kind of cool on the outside. And all aluminum processing companies use refractories.
All right. Thank you very much. I don't have a follow-up question because I don't know what to ask you after that.
Wow, right?
I'm amazed, but I don't know where to go with that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Walking the show, and I stopped over here at NASCAR, and I'm talking to
Jeff Cordell with Cordell Racing.
And he's with
Brandon Cox.
All right. So tell me how NASCAR went yesterday.
It went great. We have a NASCAR activation here, so we have sponsors that sponsor the simulator and bring it in here. And the attendees have to visit the sponsors' booths and get a ticket stamp. Once they get the ticket stamp, they bring it back over here and climb in a real NASCAR car and do 3 laps on Bristol Motor Speedway. And the fastest lap of each day wins 2 NASCAR tickets any race in the country. Well, we had a lot of great guys racing yesterday and women. They were laying down some laps. But Dustin Risley blistered a lap of 17.810 seconds, which is good. And he won 2 NASCAR tickets in any race in the country. And today, the contest starts back over. We got a clean slate, so we're ready for some new action going on here in the NASCAR booth.
All right, and we've got to find out what company Dustin Risley works for.
I'll find that out. And you have to go visit the Eurolink booth and the Pliberco booth to get your ticket stamped, and they're our sponsors for the event.
See, I've got my ticket stamped.
You got your ticket
both.
stamped?
Yeah. All right. All right, it's Meet the Neighbors again, and we are lucky enough to be with
Heidi Volltrauer with Volt Industrial Plastics.
All right, and so what's happening at Volt?
Well, we are pushing our American made. I mean, we've always been proud of being an American manufacturer, but now feel like with the tariffs in place, not in place, question marks floating around, I want to remind people that Volt makes everything in-house right here in the USA.
Wow, and you're doing the little happy dance. Yeah. And you don't have all these other issues that the tariff companies have to.
No, luckily our sourcing is all within the U.S. I mean, we make all of our fasteners in-house, but our plastic material and our steel is also bought within the U.S.
That's very good. All right, so that's very good for Volt, and congratulations on that. How's the show been?
It's been really good. Yesterday was great until about 1, and then it slowed down a little bit, but we've met a lot of new prospects, and I think people are looking for some other sources, so it's been going really good.
Oh, yes, and on your banner here, I see Buy American, so that's very good.
And I mean it.
Did you do anything interesting last night?
I was just talking about that with some of my fastener friends. No, Pam and I just went to dinner. It was really, we went to the honky tonk, the party, and that was really fun. That was, the 3 stories. I went to every story, saw a lot of people, had a couple of drinks, and had a great time, and then went to dinner. And I was boring and went to bed, so I have no stories today.
We're like the same, except we didn't even make it to honky tonk. I said, you have to feed me before I drink. And then by the time we got done with dinner, it was like, let's go on the rooftop. Our hotel's got a little rooftop, and we sat out there. So it was great.
That sounds nice, actually. Yeah. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
But who knows what tonight brings.
Oh, that's true. That's true. A drive home for us. I'll have to get back with you and see if you had an exciting night. Okay. All right, thanks. All right, I came back to our booth, and we've got 2 fully threaded radio listeners here. I'm here with
Henning. I'm from Germany, and I work in the Netherlands.
Michael Topolewski, Perigee Manufacturing, Detroit, Michigan.
And Eric is going to be so happy with this recording here, and you guys are fully threaded radio fans. Tell me about it.
Yes, I always listen to new episodes on my bicycle when I'm riding to work. And you asked me before what would be my favorite episode, and I would say the one with the interview we both had last year in Cleveland. And every time when a friend of mine, Craig Penland, is sharing the information how it is on the European market, that's what I would say.
Okay. How about you, Mike?
Well, congratulations on 200 plus episodes. That was a big one for sure. Most recent one was the tariff. Speaking about the tariffs, obviously that affects our industry, and we're all wondering what's going to happen, and it's changing daily. So it's good to be informed, and Fully Threaded Radio does a very good job of that.
Okay, and so other listeners think, here's the perk. You come by the booth, you might get recorded.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you also for Fully Threaded Radio, because for me as a European and living in Europe, it gives me quite a very good overview on the market and how things are going here. Many thanks, and happy birthday again to your anniversary with the 200th episode.
Thank you very much.
Thank you also, and I hope that we will meet together again next year in Charlotte.
All right, I'm a little late, but I did get over to the Wi-Fi booth, and the scholarship winner is here. The scholarship winner is?
Angela Norman from Spokane, Washington.
All right, so tell me about the scholarship. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me how long in the business. Tell me everything.
So I've been in the fastener industry about 1.5 years, and I've been itching to learn a little more, so I decided to apply for the scholarship, and I got chosen, which was a huge blessing. And just being able to be in a room full of like-minded people and just...
Aren't you amazed at how many fastener companies there are?
I didn't realize how much you can connect the dots about fasteners to everything. If you just stop to look, it's like it's all around you, whether you realize it or not. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in my past life, I never even thought about fasteners or how this table's held up and everything.
Right.
And then I get into this industry and it's like, wow.
I was picking the airplane apart on the way here, and I was like, yep, I've seen that at work. I've seen those at work as I'm looking at the chairs in front of me and things. So.
No, I understand. That's very good. What do you do specifically for your company?
I work at Empire Bolts and Screw.
Okay. And what do you do there?
I work at the warehouse and do pack down and orders.
Okay. And so that's been a year and a half, and now you're knowing more about fasteners.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So where do you hope to go in the company?
Wherever the Lord will lead me.
Okay. That's great. Well, congratulations on your scholarship. Congratulations on your first show. And hopefully we see you next year.
Thank you, Miss Lynn. I appreciate you and your time.
All right. Earlier this year, I was at North Coast, and I kept trying to get an interview with this guy on the side of me here. They were rocking away in these rocking chairs over here at Fastener Fair. And here is
Tim Vath, Lindstrom.
So tell me about this promotion.
Yeah, so about a month and a half ago, moved over to the division president role at Lindstrom. So still under, obviously the LindFast Solutions Group, and very excited. It's a really awesome opportunity with an awesome company that I've obviously been familiar with for a long time and worked alongside for a while now. And really excited to get in the weeds here, and it's what I've been doing. So drinking from a fire hose a little bit.
Yeah. So how has it been going?
Really good, really good. I mean, luckily I've had relationships with most of the people at Lindstrom for a while now, and so getting more in tune with them, and building that relationship, and then first and foremost just learning as much as I can. Coming in with my own thoughts and what I can do here, but it's been a lot of learning, and then start to kind of implement what we see, and but it's a great company. Obviously Lindstrom has an awesome business model and fit in the industry, so obviously don't want to come in and flip over any tables or anything like that. So yeah.
And that is true. You're all in the same building now, right? You didn't have to move, did you?
So I personally didn't have to move. We are consolidating a lot of different facilities around the country. So for example, our Chicago facility in Elgin, now the 3 core brands are all under one roof: Lindstrom, Stelfast, and Star. By late summer, LA will be the same, Lindstrom, Stelfast, Star, and then GHIII Fasteners as well. And then a couple other locations we have, our Texas area, we have, shared facilities. So we're slowly but surely consolidating on the back end, operations, and, trying to do what we can to make it more efficient for us internally, and more importantly, the customer, customer experience. So, but me, long-winded way of saying me personally, I'm still in Cleveland, Strongsville. So I still get the same office, and luckily I didn't have to move. My wife's happy about that.
Oh, I bet. Now, what's this do to your music career?
Well, I was going to say, this does not change the music career, but I am a little busier these days. Just, obviously working a lot, transitioning, but then also personal life. Got another one on the way, in a few weeks here. So I am busy, but we're still making time for the music career. The gigs I got a couple in the next few weeks here. So we're trying to balance it all.
Hey, not too many people can say they played at the Rock Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, that was an experience. I've had a lot of people this week in Nashville come up to me and say, why aren't you playing here? And it's very kind and flattering, but also that would be a lot of, take a lot to bring all of our equipment down here just for the show. But there's so many good musicians here anyways, far better than I. So we're good on musicians here.
All right. Well, good luck over there. I'm happy to finally get you. And next time we talk, I'm asking the hard questions, like maybe the T ones.
Yeah. Well, all right. I owe you those. I owe you that. I said the first one's got to be a cakewalk. So I owe you the hard ones.
All right. Good. Thanks, Tim. We're still at Meet the Neighbors, and these are our other next door neighbors.
Con Wright with USA Fastener. Robert Gaston, USA Fastener.
All right, Con, you've been listening to Fully Threaded Radio, right?
Yeah, I kind of grew up in the industry listening to Eric and Brian. Yeah, a lot of dashboard time in Houston, getting context on an industry that was new to me. Absolutely.
Ah, that's great to know. And now you're going to be a Fully Threaded Radio listener after today, right? All right, wonderful. So, fellas, who wants to talk about the show? How's it been?
Well, I think it's been real positive. Day one, we just had a lot of traffic in the morning, and reconnecting with some existing customers and folks that we just didn't have exposure to. So,
you guys have been busy over here. I mean, the times that I've been around, you've always seemed to have customers coming by. Sure. So, tell me a little bit about USA Fastener.
We've been in the oil and gas stud and bolting business for over 20 years. We've expanded our capabilities to manufacturing and also domestic, so we can offer fast turnaround on basically any of a customer's oil and gas bolting needs, but our capabilities also spill over into construction, and our alloy steels and our stainless steels work in waterworks, chemical plants, and we have an excellent quality department.
Anything to add, Kat?
I mean, we're doing hot hitting, roll threading, a lot of machine components, a lot of per print parts. We're solving a lot of different problems every day.
Thank you for being our neighbors. All right, I'm over here at BBI with GHIII. Hopefully everybody knows who this is. All right, and let's talk some tough questions here. What's happening? The FDI was 46.9. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's a little down. Brighton Best was pretty good. I think the market was relatively steady in Q1, and we were excited to see some of the growth that we made through Q1 and Q2. But you definitely see a slowdown in such markets like construction and ag. But we're going to be optimistic, and we're going to move forward, and hopefully, we'll come out of this okay and, have a good Q3 and Q4.
Have you stopped any capital expenditures, or have you stopped hiring?
No, we haven't stopped really doing anything. We're really moving forward, and we're trying to seek every opportunity that we possibly can. Are we more mindful in how we spend our money? Absolutely. But quite honestly, any corporation or business should be doing that every single day, no matter what the market is. So we're just, trying to dot our I's and cross our T's and making good decisions.
How has your time been in Nashville here?
If you have a bad time in Nashville, something's wrong with you. So, and couple that with industry friends and a great show that Fastener Fair put on, you really can't go wrong. I say this all the time, and you're included. I've talked to you about this. We work in probably one of the best industries this country has, and I'm so proud to be in it for 27 years and have the friends that I have, and I look forward to making more along the way.
Fully Threaded Radio is a production of Fastener's Clearinghouse. Brian, I've got something to tell you that I found out running around doing interviews.
Really? This is not the right place to be springing that on me, don't you think?
Well, that's true. But the person who told me this is the guy that always runs away from me with a blue shirt.
Really, Vic?
Ooh,
sorry.
What's wrong with you? You're not supposed to say that.
Oh, who is it then? Sorry.
He told me Vegas next year is in Phoenix, and they're going to rotate every year, just like Fastener Fair.
Well, I didn't know that at all. Really?
No. See,
Phoenix. I could deal with Phoenix. Yeah, that's cool.
See, it pays to have people running around for you.
Yeah, I don't have anyone doing that. All I do is sit in the booth all day because you and Eric are always roaming around the floor.
Why are you sitting?